right, players. So let's talk about Chris Lewis of Augusta, Georgia. According to reporting, he took his kids to a McDonald's and left them there for several hours while he attended a job interview. Well, according to officers of the goddamn law, he wasn't at a job interview. They really don't know where he was at. Now, Antonio Brown has entered the chat and collected over $70,000 on a GoFundMe form. And according to the baby mama, he does this sort of thing all the time. She done told him to stop leaving them kids. Y'all, let's talk about it. So unless you've been living under a rock, you heard the story of Chris Lewis. He's the Augusta man that was arrested on March 22nd after leaving his 3 children unattended at a McDonald's. Apparently, a concerned customer called officers of the goddamn law when they noticed that the children had been there for several hours without a parent. Now, when officers questioned Chris, he told them that he was attending a job interview. So when Chris was arrested, his children's mother showed up and picked the children up. And of course, there was a lot of questions on why couldn't she watch the children while he went for a job interview? What exactly is going on? Everybody's kind of feeling sad about this situation because we've heard this before. Parents leaving their children in the car while they go to job interviews and different things. So everybody want to know what's going on. So Chris was ultimately charged with the misdemeanor deprivation of a minor, and the Augusta Police Department has released the report. So in the report, the investigator said that he noticed inconsistencies in what Chris was saying on the body camera. So he decided to investigate. Apparently, the 10-year-old child stated that she and her father and her 2 siblings had walked to the McDonald's from the Hendricks apartments. She further stated that her father left to deliver a backpack to the Hendricks apartments and told her that he will return shortly. The children also mentioned that the father frequently left them alone. Now, 2 witnesses said that they saw Chris at the McDonald's and that they overheard him on the phone saying that he had to deliver something, and he left the children there saying that he would be right back. Now, one of the children apparently contacted their mother via social media at about 6 o'clock and asked for her to pick them up. Apparently, she arrived at the McDonald's at 6:12. Then Chris arrived at the McDonald's at 6:18, still in possession of this backpack, and he told the mother that he had been trying to find her to give her the backpack. The mother then reminded him that he was not supposed to leave the children unattended. Now, Chris apparently told officers that the children were at the McDonald's earlier that day because he had filled out a job application at West Bank Inn, and that he left to deliver a backpack to the Hendricks apartments. But during that time, he lost his ID and another card, and he was trying to retrace his steps. Now, they went to verify that he had an interview of some sort with the manager, and she said that he completed an application and conducted an informal interview with Chris, but there was no schedule for another interview. So like I said, former NFL player Antonio Brown entered the chat, I believe a couple of days ago, where he started a GoFundMe, and there's over $70,000 that has been raised for Chris. Now, since the release of the police report, Antonio Brown said that he spoke with Chris's girlfriend, and she said that he was at a job interview and they had been homeless since November. Antonio also says that there will be a refund given to everybody if he can't verify Chris's story. All right, players, so that is the latest. I want to know what you all think of this. Now, one of the questions has been answered for me, and it's regarding the children's living situation. Because I'm thinking, you know, why leave them in a public place? Why don't you just leave them at home? But if he's homeless, they have no home to leave them at. Now, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. It's absolutely diabolical to leave children in a public place unattended for several hours. I can't get with that because anything could have happened. Those children could have gotten kidnapped. We all know how the world is going these days. I just can't get with that. But players, I want to know what you all think. Put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mo for the Black Year News.
Well. We got your boy out here lying. Come to find out, your boy was out here lying. Now that I think about it, he kind of do look like it. When I looked at his mug shot, I was like, okay, he kind of looks like my old homeboy, man, that would do any and everything he can to get out of any situation, right? So, of course, as y'all heard this story, and shout out to, I believe her name is the Real Double D Diva. right? Or the double D diva, right? But shout out to her, man, for that lovely breakdown. I mean, she breaks down everything for you. I mean, and this is sad, right? It's sad because now the brother is over here playing, right? Playing on the brothers, right? Playing on the brothers and making the brothers look bad, right? And of course, brothers are going to hold this dude accountable. Brothers are going to hold this dude accountable. Now, of course, you're going to have a lot of your women saying this man is a bad father, this man is this man is that, especially because I did a video a couple of days ago about this whole situation. Because, of course, we all thought that, hey, why should this man go to jail? Why should this black man go to jail when, of course, he doesn't have the resources to be able to have somebody watch his kids, even though he has an apartment, right? He could have just left the kids at the apartment with the 10-year-old, but hey, that's nonetheless, that's neither here nor there, right? But you got this man leaving the kids at McDonald's, right? While he go down to a job interview. Now, like I said, when y'all look at the title, I say nearly, he left the kids alone for nearly 2 hours. I mean, interview generally don't take that long, but hey, we give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Give them the benefit of the doubt. So now come to find out the dude was out here lying. And of course, we already know who told on them, the 10-year-old. Now, for me, this is what I will say, right? Because a lot of your women who sitting here calling this man a piss poor father, a bad father, yada, 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 I would say he is. But these are the same women that would have a father that was in the streets, that was doing some off the wall shit, because this is probably a pookie. He was in the streets. But a lot of your women who do have pookies, who have pookie fathers who are in the streets, most definitely, man, they will sit up here, man, and lie for their father, right? Especially if they really, really love him, right? The daddy's girl, most definitely, right? But of course, this little girl is fed up, right? So I'm just saying some sisters are looking at it in a hypocritical sense, because like I said, you will have some sisters, man, who will look at their father who are in the streets and will definitely cover up for his shit. I don't think he's a bad father, but I definitely think he's an irresponsible, ignorant father. Do he deserve to be in jail? Yes, most definitely yes. Especially you leaving the kids there, and the kids could get kidnapped. And then like I said, a 1-year-old, bro, a 1-year-old, man. So. And like I said, he still doesn't really get any points. Even let's just say if this is true, he was going to a job interview, because we already saw that if he went to the job interview, hey man, he shouldn't be serving no time, right? But let's just say if he did leave the kid at the job interview, you can kind of see it from both angles. Why would you want to do something like that? So some people are going to say, hey, he does deserve some consequence. I would say, hey, maybe like public service or something. Right? Maybe public service, because I mean, hey, you can't set a precedent, because that's the reason why a lot of these people get arrested, or they hold a lot of these people accountable for some of these things, right? Because, hey, we don't want to set a precedent that you can just sit over here and just start leaving your kids at McDonald's because you got to go to a job interview. At that point, everybody's going to be making excuses of that. And here we have a brother who's over here using that as an excuse. Really, it's really a lie. And then the baby mother did say that, hey, well, he does this all the time. So here's the thing, right? Like I said, here's the thing. I don't think he's a bad father. I think he's an irresponsible, ignorant father, man, who does not take his priorities seriously, right? And like I said, you have a 1-year-old, man. That's crazy. And I'm kind of just wondering, it's because he got 3 kids. Does all 3 of those kids belong to the mother? Right? That's my question. Now, like I said, being that I compared it to the last video with all your women, all your sisters who are going out here, leaving the kids at home for 2 months, 3 years, 5 years, right? Leaving the kids in the car in the freezing cold, 2 of them pass, and then you're going straight to partying. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But I definitely compare that, because once again, why are we going to be so quick to arrest this man? And he's trying to, what we thought, go to a job interview. But we're going to try to arrest that guy. We're going to try to arrest the father, right? Where his baby mother left the kids in the car and they unfortunately froze to death. So of course, you have some people who have some issues with that. And like I said, you can go either way with it, but they're trying to say that father should go to jail. That father should not go to jail. This situation here, yes, the father should definitely go to jail. Do I think he should have gone to jail if he was actually going to a job interview? No. Public service. But being that you are out here probably trying to do a drug deal, let's just call it for what it is. The bookie was out here trying to go do a drug deal. you got to serve some time, maybe like a year or two or something, right? A year or two at max. I would say a year or two at max, because you put your children in danger. So that's just me. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know down below, what do y'all think?